everyone, it's Aislinn here. We're a little after 1 a.m. on Saturday, January 22nd. It's another 24 hours of cross-stitch marathon. I had the brilliant idea that this weekend I would once again try and go for 24 consecutive hours. So even though it officially started like yesterday on Friday, I didn't join in on Friday just because I had to work, and work takes away from stitching time, and I didn't want to waste my 24 hours or try and work half asleep, you know, that kind of thing. So anyway, I just woke up from a nap I had after work. So I'm trying to stay focused. I haven't had any coffee or anything yet, and I usually do that first thing. My primary stitching for this go is going to be Well of My Desire by Chris Ortega. This is a full coverage by Heaven and Earth Designs. I am stitching it on 25 count 2/1 tent stitch. That is a lot to say. And this is where I'll be starting. I don't know if I'm going to pick this up right now. I might wait until some daylight hours because that is very fine fabric, very small holes, and I need a ton of light. So that might have to wait till the sun comes up, because the family's sleeping and I don't want to have every light in the house on when they're trying to sleep. So I'll probably start with one of my stamped kits. I haven't decided which one yet, but I have two. I have this Chinese landscape. This was purchased off AliExpress in 2020, and I started it back in 2020. It is these beautiful silk threads, and sorry if I gave anybody anxiety for having a messy thread bundle. Trying to keep silk threads all nice and neat is impossible. I have come to that. So I keep them organized, and they don't knot. At least I find they don't. So I keep them organized, keep them on their little strings, and just let them do their thing. Anyway, this is where that kit is. So you can see the stamped purple here is still what I have to work on, same with a bunch of these symbols. It is quite a large piece, so it kind of fills in nicely. I tried to choose 3 pieces of 3 different sizes. The next one I have to work on is a bit of a smaller piece, and that is this beautiful butterfly, again a stamped one by Maydeer. I believe both these stamped kits are 11 count. One might be 14 and one might be 11, but I don't really know with the stamped kits. I know I use 3 threads, which usually is either on 14 or on 11, so for me. So yeah, that's where it started. You can see where I haven't done some of the stamping yet. So yeah, that's the plan for that. I am also going to be picking up some audiobooks for this one, because I figured, well, if I'm doing a stitch-a-thon, I might as well get some of my backlog of audiobooks out of the way. If you've seen any of my other stitch-a-thon videos, you're gonna know that's very common for me. I usually will listen to audiobooks while I'm doing stitching, but if I get bored of audiobooks, I do have, you know, a couple movies I can put in, or whatever, what have you. So yeah, I'll be starting off. The first audiobook is going to be Aurora Burning by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. This is book 2 of the Aurora cycle. Aurora Rising, I want to say, is the first. Read it a couple of years ago, absolutely loved it. Knew I wanted to binge books 2 and 3 all together, so I held off on reading book 2 until I had a book 3 in my hands, and I have the audiobooks for all of them now, so I hope to binge books 2 and 3 and see how the series ends. highly recommended if you like young adult sci-fi books. At least the first one. I don't have an opinion on the second or third yet because I haven't actually read them, but if it's anything like the first or better, it's probably going to be one of my favorite series. So yeah, that is the plan. I am now going to go pour myself a cup of coffee. I'm going to get some fruit, and I'm going to decide which one of these projects I am actually going to get to. Hi, Shelby. My dog just came in the room wanting attention, and you can probably hear her. She hears me talking. Anyway, she opened the door, so I gotta go. I'll see you guys in the next clip. Hey everyone, it's Aislinn here. So we're just a little after 6 in the morning, which is 4 hours actually since I started physically stitching, because by the time I filmed the last video and then, you know, got my breakfast and that took about an hour, and then I've just, yeah, been sitting here stitching away. I did have a chit chat with my mom for about an hour this morning. So yeah, that took a bit of time, but, and sometimes it can be very distracting when you're trying to talk to someone and stitch. So I just decided to put the stitching down because I'd much rather have a conversation with my mom. So, yeah, she's gone to get us some fresh coffees, and then I think she said she's going to pick up a book. I'm going to share what I've done, though. I've done 2.5 hours on this silk kit. So this is where we are. So filling in a lot of kind of this area here, a little bit down in here. Might come back to that a bit later today. They haven't really decided. I've decided it's time to move on to my focus piece, which is, of course, this one, The Well of My Desire by Chris Ortega. I've got a half hour in on this one so far, and there we, whoop, that way. There we go, working down in this area. Not really going to see much from the last time I held it up, just because there's only a few stitches in there. So yeah, that's pretty much where that is. So far, I'm happy with the progress I made on the silk kit. It was a nice warm me up, a nice practice, if you will. And it's time to move on to something else now. So that is where stitching is. For the book I'm reading, I am loving Aurora Burning. Can't really talk too much about it because it is the second book of, I believe it's going to be, I think it's only a trilogy. But it is even better than the first one. And I absolutely adore the characters in this series. I forgot how much I missed them. So it's really nice getting back into it and meeting these characters again and just following the progression of the story. So yeah, that's where reading is. That's where stitching is. That's the only update. So I'm going to go now, and I'll see you guys in a few more hours with the next update. Yeah. Hey everyone, it is Aislinn again. We are just coming on 11 o'clock, so hour 9 of this stitch-a-thon is now going to be completed in the next few minutes. I have been timing myself so that I know exactly how long I've been stitching outside of, you know, stretching breaks, you know, moving around, that kind of thing. And I have stitched a total of 6 hours. Generally every, you know, couple of hours I've been getting up, taking a half hour to an, you know, 45 minute sort of break, just to stretch. It gives me a chance to get more water or whatever, because I can't physically sit and do anything for 24 hours without taking some kind of break. I don't know if anyone can. I'm sure there's people that do, but I'm getting older, and my back just can't take that anymore. So I do have to get up and move around and do things. I have had to put my audiobook down just because I found, even though it's very engaging and I'm really enjoying it, I was getting very sleepy, and I didn't want to, you know, feel like I had to sleep. So I am moving on now to some movies. I'm not quite sure what we're going to put in. I think my mom wanted to watch Space Pirate Harlock with me because she likes the anime Captain Harlock, which I do too. But there is a CGI movie that they did, I think it was like 2013, 2014, that she hasn't seen, but I have. So she asked if we could watch that today while I was stitching, and I was like, yeah, sure. So we're probably going to put that in, and then we might see after that how we feel. I might go back to the audiobook, or we might just make it a movie day and move on and put like Lord of the Rings or something in. We're both big fantasy and sci-fi lovers, so we'll find something. She can dig through the DVDs and make choices while I stitch. I'm not really gonna. I don't care what it is. At the end of the day. So yeah, progress. I have made it this far. Doesn't look like it because they're all of similar kind of shading, but there is a lot of different colors in here. I have probably done 10, I think, different colors this morning. But it's all this, if you look at this pattern, the picture I'll show you. It's all like up in this tree here, so they're all very similar kind of shades. And they are starting to come together. And I mean, I can see the progress, and I'm sure at the end of the marathon, when I compare the pictures, I'll see the progress. But you can't really tell. It kind of, on camera, it kind of just looks all like one color right now, like especially down here, until I start getting some of those darker and lighter values in. But yeah, so still really enjoying this one. Still going to stick with it for the time being. Not really planning to swap out any projects anytime soon. I really want to see how many stitches I can get in before the end of the day. I am going to stop filming now, and I am gonna go and make probably some popcorn or something, and get ready for a movie afternoon. And I will check back with you in the next vlog, which will probably be later on tonight, just because, like I said, we're probably going to be sticking in a bunch of movies here, and I'm just going to be stitching away. Very relaxed weekend right now. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'll see you in the next. Hey everyone, it's Aislinn here. So it's just a little after 6 p.m. Just finished hour 16 of my 24-hour marathon. I have been stitching like crazy. Actually didn't end up taking a lot of breaks this afternoon compared to this morning. Didn't feel like I needed to. Just we sat and watched some movies, and yeah, so I think I've got like 13. What's my notepad? Yeah, so I checked my notepad because I make notes. 13 hours total stitching of the, 16 hours that I've been awake, and still feel like I'm going strong. But in all honesty, in these kind of marathons, it's usually about hour 19, 20 when I start to feel like I need to go to bed. But I'm not going to. Well, I might, but I'm gonna try and do this for 24 hours. And yeah, so I'm gonna show you my progress. Like I said, we just finished up some movies, and now I think I'm gonna get back into my audiobook. But here is where we are for Well of My Desire. I'm going to continue to stitch on this one. I think I am going to swap colors though. I've been stitching a lot of this kind of golden brown. I don't know if it'll show up on camera. That kind of is. And I'm getting tired of it. So there are a lot of other colors in this area. So I'm going to go look for somewhere in here that's got more reds or dark browns, blacks or greens, something like that. And then swap over to that color. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say other than I will see you guys in the next clip, and I'm gonna take a little break for dinner now, and then I will get right back to stitching, and I'm just gonna keep going until I absolutely can't go anymore. So yeah, see you guys later. Okay, so we're just after 10 p.m. So home stretch, last 4 hours. I am fading fast, but I've got some caffeine and I have got some protein in the fridge. I've got some meat, so I am probably going to go have a snack, hydrate, get some caffeine into me, take a bit of a break, maybe go splash water on my face, and then I should be good for at least 3 more hours of stitching. I have got about 16 hours in of stitching now. So yeah, that's about where it is. I'm going to make this very short and sweet because I'm tired and I don't want to get rambly. I might actually make this one. We'll see what I'm like in 4 hours. If I'm still awake, if I think I can be coherent enough to be on camera, I will be. If not, I will do a wrap up in the morning. Before I forget, here's where we are. So much confetti. So much confetti. I know that there's a couple errors in the browns, but you can't really tell. I mean, I even know where they are and I can't tell. So, I'm not gonna try and pick them out because 25 count is almost impossible to get stitches out of without tearing it to bits. So, yeah, it's not a counting issue. It's just like I had, you know, one yellow brown kind of swapped with the other yellow brown, but in the overall long run, it's not making a difference. So, yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next clip, whenever that is. Okay, we are about 2:30 in the morning. I have been up for 25.5 hours, I believe. I have got all the stitching in that I'm going to get done on Well of Desire for the weekend. So here we are. That is where we ended up. Really happy with this progress coming up in here and starting to see some of those details. I finished, excuse me, I finished Aurora Burning. I loved it. So I'm gonna jump right into Aurora's End probably tomorrow. Well, not probably, it will be tomorrow. Yeah, that's about it. I am beyond exhausted, so I actually made a 24-hour marathon. Go me. And I will see you guys all in whatever the next video is. Bye.